mobilization for rollout parish development model in UK district, for me it has gone beyond my expectations. When we started and I was made team leader for this region, and I was told I have to work with not only the ministers from the region but all the MPs. I did not expect that most of them at least would be so enthusiastic about this. So the exercise has gone on very, very successfully. I think it's really successful beyond what I expected. It's gone very, very well. And today we have been concluding with an exit meeting where even some of those who missed, some people had traveled on duty of parliament, others on duty of cabinet. Yes, they traveled all the way from Kampala to come here to make sure that we have this exit meeting. This is the first time that UK leaders have shown such solidarity, especially at this level of cabinet, the level of parliament, but even our members, our district chairmen are here, the RDCs are here, the cows are here. So the top leadership in all the 7 districts has participated in this meeting, which is a very, very good step for us.
What were your findings and recommendations?
The proposals which have come up have arisen from the findings that we had during this exercise, because we have interacted with a very large number of people and the different types of tier. So some of the proposals are recommendations to remedy, to remedy the community mobilization, the organization of the program. But some of the unique ones that I would like to point out is one, we realize that without skilling the households properly, it will be difficult for us to achieve the objectives of the parish development model. So we have talked very much about mobilization, about mindset change, but we have not talked a lot about skilling. These people produce at the level at which they produce because those are the skills that they have. And we feel that the efforts that have been put into building the skill capacities, the productive skills of households are insufficient. In Bukedi, we have piloted one parish called Kaberekeke, and we have seen that when you just mobilize people, try to sensitize them occasionally, it really doesn't make much difference. But when you immerse these people into learning, and we feel that the amount of effort which has been put in the extension work, the number of extension workers we have, it is not going to give us that amount of change which is going to be required to spark the development out of subsistence. So that is one of the major findings that we have had. The other finding that we have had is that much as we are going to be implementing these things, Bukedi as a region needs a cash flow. It needs a solid cash flow which is going to be there. So we'll start the mindset change, but at the same time we should be introducing a cash flow which we will bulk. Most of the enterprises which have been selected here are livestock, piggery, poultry, and dairy. We need a cash flow. We will be discussing to see which is the suitable cash flow that should be introduced along with these enterprises. Then the third thing which has come out is that the mobilization, we need to engage more the district leadership, all of it, the chief administrative officers, even the extension workers, the councils. They have, this is the first time they have seriously engaged, and we don't expect that they have learned. Really, they have now been sensitized, they may have formed an opinion, but they don't have enough knowledge to continue explaining these things to the community, and that sustainability is going to continue. And lastly is the issue of leadership. We as leaders, we have discovered that without our continued presence, this parish development model is not going to move forward. We need to continue. First of all, we need to agree together what we are going to do, and we need to continue to work together so that we can provide the leadership. But our presence, continued presence, is going to make a big difference. So those are some of the things. For the skilling, we have tested the group from Makerere with a tool which has been developed, and this was brought in by Science, Technology and Innovation called SPEDA. That is a very good tooling. It's a very good system which helps the people to change. So we are going to make a recommendation that this production accelerator tool be mainstreamed into PDM, especially in regions like ours, where many projects have come, but they have failed, not because resources have not been invested, but because the people were not ready to do it.